video is to help with your narrative essay. So just to kind of orient yourself, we have the narrative essay right here under the plot, conflict, narrative essay, and tone. I'm going to go ahead, go to the narrative essay. So here is going to be what you guys are doing. Your narrative essay, you're going to be writing on one of these 10 topics. You are welcome to choose whichever one you would like. This will be a 3-paragraph essay, including your introduction, so 4 total. We will start with an introduction. Your introduction, please remember, needs to contain a hook to get us interested, a background, and a thesis statement. Your thesis statement should be part of your writing prompt. Every paragraph needs at least a topic sentence, a concrete detail. Remember, your concrete details are the specific details that you can see, taste, touch, hear, smell, the things that you know of with your senses. A commentary statement. So remember, your commentary is kind of that explanation. What did you feel? How did you feel? As well as a conclusion sentence. So you're welcome to choose any of those 10. There's a little checklist for you. Before you hit the submit button, we want to make sure you have introduced your experience, that you have told about it in the proper order using good descriptions and details, that you have a good closing sentence wrapping up your story, that you are actually using good complete sentences, as well as linking words. So examples of linking words: first I did this, then we went there, after that this happened, and finally blah, blah, blah. We will also be looking at using correct grammar, spelling, punctuation, and capitalization. The writing neatly. We're not going to be writing this by hand. We will be doing this on a Chromebook, so you guys can go ahead and ignore that one. I've given you guys kind of a narrative outline. If you would like to maybe do something, a rough draft copy on a piece of paper, you might organize it a little like this. I've also given you guys a list of linking words and phrases in addition to the ones in your notes. You may use your notes on this assignment. Any of the things that we've done so far could be helpful. Lastly, we'll be grading things on a 4-point rubric. So we'll be grading your introduction, your topic sentences, your concrete details, your commentaries, the structure. Again, is there a good beginning, middle, and end? We might call this a good plot. And then your grammar and mechanics. One last thing I'd like to show you guys is what good writing looks like. So I'm going to go back here to my grade work examples. In the grade work examples, I have 5 different versions of the Cinderella story, and I want to show you guys kind of A work, B work, C work, D work. In order to get an F on this assignment, you're going to need to turn nothing in. As long as you turn something in that connects to all 4 of these, you will get some credit. So, in the Cinderella story, I could say Cinderella felt sad. This would be my topic sentence, and it is a very simple but solid topic sentence. For example, she did the cooking and cleaning by herself. These are things that I'm seeing. What is she doing? Now, how does she feel? She was lonely. She felt ignored. Both of these are true. Both of these are commentary. However, all of this is very simple. This would be a D-level paragraph. Now, paragraph 2 is also a D-level paragraph because for all intents and purposes, it is the same thing. This student, rather than saying she felt sad, used their emotion wheel. They found a different word for sad, and they threw in mistreated. Now, that's fantastic. We're trying to broaden the vocabulary. However, the sentence is still simple. For example, she did all the cooking and cleaning by herself. Now, that's the same we have here. She had an empty space inside. Okay, she was lonely. She had an empty space. She felt ignored. She was treated unfairly. These are all very simple. This one is slightly better than this. However, it is still very simple and not complex. Now, as we move up from D-level work, we have a C-level work. This one is solid. She felt mistreated. For example, she did all the cooking, cleaning, and sewing by herself. We've added on a little bit. And then take a look at this commentary. She had no one to share her burdens and saw only a lonely future. That's some fantastic emotive imagery, right? How does she feel? What does she feel? Treated like a second-class citizen, she did not exist to others. Cinderella was taken for granted. Now that is solid. That is good. Let's look at moving into our B level work. Check out what they've done to the topic sentence. We've gone from Cinderella felt mistreated to Cinderella feels mistreated by an unfeeling and uncaring world. Now that's a good topic sentence. I'm interested. By the fire. Ooh, that's a good visual description. By the fire, with no one to help. Another good visual description. She does all the cooking and cleaning and sewing by herself. Rejected by society. She has no one to share her burdens and faces a bleak future. She is pushed aside, literally and metaphorically, and treated as though she does not exist. Cinderella is used and abused by a system that has failed her. Now, this is much higher level writing than the other sentences. But if we're looking for that mastery level work, what we're going to be looking at is that Cinderella feels mistreated by an unfeeling and uncaring world. Again, same in paragraph 4 as we have in paragraph 5. Now, here's where the student shows some mastery. They're going to start to weave, to tie in both commentary type language with the concrete detail type language. Pushed aside, literally and metaphorically, she does all the cooking and cleaning and sewing by herself. That is both commentary and concrete detail. Society has rejected her and she faces a bleak future as she sits alone by the fire. We have commentary and concrete detail. As her burdens consume her, what a vivid feeling word. She sees herself as a second-class citizen. How does she feel? Cinderella is treated as though she does not exist, abandoned by a system that has failed her. This is amazing level work. This is high A level work. Now, if you guys can get here for your first narrative essay, we could probably consider this A level work, but this is what we're aspiring to. Hopefully this video is helpful. Thank you for listening.